Vegetable police here, out in nature. This is my home planet. Welcome. So I figured I'd tell another story from my life. The day I became an introvert. It wasn't like a long drawn out process. It was a sudden, quick moment in my life that changed everything. It was crazy. Is this distracting? How dare that? Moving along. So I've always been a pretty shy person. I mean, we moved so much in my life. I've calculated it. I've moved 15 times in my life. And that meant that I was changing schools every year to 3 years. So it was tough to make friends. I mean, wow, that's noisy. There's a bee trying to kill me. Thank God. So I had a best friend in kindergarten named Evan. I remember him, Evan Smith. If you're watching this, buddy, let's hook up. He was my first friend ever, and I'll never forget when he came into the class the first time. He was a black guy, and I was like fascinated by him. I was like, I want to be that guy's friend. I think he might have been the first black guy I ever seen. And I was like, I want to be friends with him. And I was in charge of showing him around, and we became friends. And it was weird. I remember at one point, he was showing me a porno. We were so young. This was kindergarten. I think I might have been in grade 1 at the time. And I was just like, I had zero interest in it whatsoever. I was like, why the hell are we watching this? I don't get it. What is that? Just, how did he get it? Why is he into... Man, you black guys, you mature young. God damn it. But we moved away for grade 3, so I lost contact with him. And so I had to start over. And then for that year, started making some friends, but not anybody significant, no best friend. And then I moved to another school again. So grade 4, I'm the new kid again. And grade 4 to 6 I spent at this particular school. Grade 4 I was the new kid, but by grade 5 I became pretty popular, especially with the ladies. I don't know, I was a good-looking 12-year-old kid, what can I say? And I dated a lot of girls in that time, but it was more like dated, like, I like you, let's go out. I'm too afraid to actually see you though, so let's never speak. But we're dating. So it was one of those situations. But I was pretty popular. I'd play football at recess with all the guys, dating all the girls. I was like, that was the life. I was living the life. But it all changed one day, overnight. My cousin came over, bad influence on me. He was a couple years older, and he said, let's prank call some of your friends. And I just pretty much did whatever he said. And so we did, and he prank called them. I don't remember what we said, but we prank called a bunch of my friends. And then the next day, when I got to school, I guess they had all talked to each other, and they were like, let's not be his friend anymore. And they just outcast me from the group. And I felt so outcasted. I was so alone. I went from the popular kid to like, no, you can't play football with us. No, you're a loser. And that plays on your mind. When you're a young kid, you're very impressionable. And somebody tells you you're not good enough, that sticks with you. We're all warped and formed from our childhood memories. It can take quite a bit to overcome that, especially if you only start trying to overcome it late in your 40s or 50s. We're carrying these childhood atrocities with us, and it's tough to overcome. But that night, I was outcast, and I became a loner, and I befriended the nerd in class, and it was me and this guy, Jonathan, and we just became friends, and we were nerds. We were both loners, and we became potheads eventually, and we just played music and smoked weed, and did our loner thing. It's like we were both kind of outcasts, but we found each other and we became friends. So that's how it happened. Grade 4 to 6, I went through that. I think that was grade 6 when that happened. And then I switched schools again for grade 7. And then I switched schools again for grade 8. And then again for grade 9. And I stayed in that school all through high school. So like I didn't make many friends when I left both times until high school. I got a group of friends again. But just this loner mentality stuck with me the whole time. It was like I just couldn't put myself out there. I thought maybe something was wrong with me, so I never called people to come hang out because I figured like who would want to hang out with me? I don't want to put myself out there like that. So I had friends that called me and they came over, and my house was actually the place to be because my mom smoked weed and she was very lenient. And so everybody could come to my house and smoke weed, and it was a party house. And so it was funny because I was very social in my house only. And then everybody got to leave and do their own thing, but I stayed in this house. And that was my life. So really, I'm just so used to hanging out by myself. I enjoy it. I prefer it. But I do like these going to meetups and stuff, vegan meetups. I mean, I always have a good time, but I'm honest when I say that I just never look to socialize ever. I never call. Like there's a couple people I know right now that are pretty cool, really cool guys. I mean, I never call them. I don't even think it's for the same reasons anymore. I don't know why it is. I'm just so used to it. It's like a habit now. It's like I'd rather just not put in the effort and just hang out by myself. And for a while that was kind of destructive because I wasn't doing anything with my life, just playing video games. But now I have such high goals and I'm just loving these videos so much. I have so much fun doing this. It's like the best thing on earth. I'm so grateful for you guys it's because of you. You're watching this video allows me to make a living doing what I love. I will forever be grateful for you guys for that. It's just, I love it so much with the green screen now. My God, it's so much fun for me. The videos take longer. It's a lot harder to put out a video a day now because it's so much more editing, but it's so much more fun. The background's all green. What if I do this as a green screen? That's not working, is it? It doesn't work. No. So, I don't know, I'm a loner at heart, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you know who taught me that was okay? Brett Rawlings. I'm forever in gratitude to you, my friend. Because watching your videos on introvertism, that's not a word, but watching you say that, yeah, you're an introvert, nothing's wrong with that. So what? This is what I prefer, to be alone most of the time. I need my space. It's like, for the longest time, I thought that was a problem because I was alone. It's like, you don't have any friends. This isn't normal. But the most creative people on earth were loners. You don't see Einstein out there doing the jitterbug Saturday nights. He wasn't doing that. Edison, he was sitting in his basement, but he was getting shit done. And he wasn't all up in this socializing. Not everybody has to be. Some people need it and they feed off being with other people. That's cool. Those are extroverts. Nothing wrong with being the opposite of that. So if you are an introvert, embrace it, but do something with your time. Don't just do it like I did my first 28 years or so, where I'm at home alone. All right, you got it, but what am I doing with it? Just playing video games, smoking weed, doing fuck all. So don't do that. That's the worst waste of an introvert's life, is to not use your talents. You have a talent, whatever that is. Maybe you're the inventor like Edison, or you're a creative type, you make music, art. I don't know, there's so many things you could do with your time, but just don't waste it. That's my advice for today. So I hope the noise wasn't too bad. There's so many people. Seems like it's all secluded in nature, but you've got trucks over here, this guy on his phone. Oh my God, he's texting me. It wasn't him. It was someone else. So that's about it. Story from my life out in nature. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're an introvert. If you have problems with it, what are your thoughts on introverts and extroverts? Isn't it okay that we're all just different? That should be okay. It's okay in my book. So that's about it for today. Thanks for watching the video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. The mysteries on this planet are bountiful. The bounty is within. I don't know what I'm doing. But my God, something is happening here. I've been awoken. I'm awakened. This is crazy. Usually I get super tired.